Sabi mo, di ba, parang ayaw mo na, natatakot ka na magbukas ng Facebook.
Hindi kasi, you know what? Ewan ko kung yung mga tao kasi dito, no, na who lived during, halimbawa ng Iraq War.
Mm-mm.
This is exactly something like that. Na parang, it's either you're with us, you're against us.
Mm-mm.
So, ganun yung nangyayari. So, papunta na doon na ako kasi ang nararamdaman ko kasi, it seems that sanity has already left the Philippines.
Mm.
Alam mo yon, yung tipong, Bex, okay lang na magalit ka. Pero, slap it out, then look at it in a more rational way. Di ba ganun tayo? Hindi mo, nagagalit.
Magalit dun sa ano, no? When we say magalit dun sa mga nangyayari doon sa South China Sea, yung
you're entitled to your emotions. You are entitled to your emotions. Pero the thing is, hindi kasi ito katulad nung mga pang-araw-araw ninyong buhay. No? Yung mga pang-araw-araw ninyong buhay na kung saan kayo nagagalit, wala po yung political interest involved.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi ba? Lalo na kung binabuan-buan ka. Nagigets mo?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm 41 and 1999 pa yung Ayungin Shoal.
Mm-hmm.
Mga Bex, from 1999 up to the Aquino administration, wala siguro kahit isang Pilipino nakakaalam na may Ayungin Shoal pala dahil wala namang nababalita dyan. So what ano sa tingin nyo nangyari from 1999 to 2012 or even now to 2024, ngayon lang siya umugong.
Mm-hmm.
Hindi ba? Nobody cares about that. So ano sa tingin ninyo na hindi nagkakaharangan noon, na hindi na actually hindi nagkakaharangan noon dahil nga ang usapin noon is it's okay na to send
humanitarian supply. Oo.
Yes, humanitarian supply. So, hindi nagkakaharangan noon. Ano ba sa tingin ninyo kung ginigiit-giit ka? Bex, 1999 to 2020 to 2012, nagro-rotate kayo ng tao dyan. Ano sa tingin mo? Paano nila dinadala yung mga supply doon? Teleportation?
Oo.
Kaya, alam mo yun na, kasi normal lang naman na makakita ka, magagalit ka kagad. Hindi ba? Na, especially the images are very like that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pero you have to remind yourself na ang pinapanood mo is politika. It's political theater. This is, hindi ito yung away ninyo sa pamilya. So, this is political theater. At lalo ka dapat mag-isip kasi yung emosyon mo ngayon, binubuyo ka para mamatay. So, kaya dapat lalo kang mag-isip.
Correct. Napaka-importante mo, no? Napaka-importante nung minention mo na your mindset should be, this is politics that you are watching. Okay?
Yes!
Ganon. So, get hold of your emotions, put it in mind na yung pinapanood mo ay isang political drama. So, ano yung mas malalim na kwento dito?
Yes! Kasi
at bakit siya nasa camera? Diba?
At bakit siya nasa camera? Bakit siya merong, you need to, halimbawa, nung Syrian Civil War, I don't know ito mga tao nito aware na yung may mga white helmet, tapos yung may yung bata na picturean na na inilagay dun sa ambulansya na mukhang kawawa talaga yung bata. Tapos, ang ano nila is, ito yung kagagawa ni Assad, ganyan-ganyan. And then it turned out na yung bata pala na yun ay hindi naman pala, parang it was all manufactured. So, you need to understand na meron tong hindi ka hindi ito away mo sa pamilya na hindi na ang hugot ay naaway nyo lang diyan sa pamilya nyo. You have to keep in mind that you are watching politics, and this is even graver because this is international politics. That's why you need to take up. You need to have a greater control of your emotion. Bex, sa away mo pa nga lang sa jowa mo, kailangan may greater control of your emotions ka na eh. Mas lalo na kung buhay mo na yung involved, di ba?
Ayun. So, nakakaloka kasi nga, tawag dito, hinahanap ko yung video yung nasa loob nung yung nasa loob ng ang pangalan nito, nasa loob ng vessel na kung saan talagang wino-water cannon ng bonggang-bongga yung Philippine Coast Guard na vessel. Teka.
Kasi girl, alam na natin na ganyan yung mangyayari. At inuulit-ulit mo. At wala kang ginagawa para do we even send people to fix this, to de-escalate? Tatanong ba yun ng mga Pilipino? Bakit ito pa ulit-ulit? Anong ginagawa natin? Ito sa parating sinasabi natin, ay nagpadala na kasi ng North verbal. Bex, hindi ganun inaayos ang gulo. Ikaw ba pag nag-away kayo ng jowa mo, Bex, nagsulat na ako ng letter, enough na yun. Ganun ba yun?
You really have to work for it para magkaroon ng kompromiso.
You have to work it out. Pero ngayon anong nangyayari? We don't see that. Nagpapadala ng mga sundalo, nagtatawag na ng giyera ang mga tao. Patitino pa ba tayo? Are we sure? Are we Bex, hindi biro ang giyera. That would cost every year of war would cost you 10 years of development.
10 years, baka nga mas di ba? Yung damage nito di ba? Parang mas, pa nga mas maglilinger ng mas mahabang panahon kasi
hindi lang yan. If you do that, imagine you are importing rice. Saan dumadaan yung rice? Nagte-teleport ba ang rice? Saan dumadaan yung mga bigas? Saan?
Sa South China Sea.
South China Sea. So pag nagkagulo niya sa South China Sea, anong mangyayari sa presyo ng bigas? Anong mangyayari sa presyo ng
bigas na in-import natin sa Vietnam?
'Di ba? Anong mangyayari sa presyo ng bigas pag nagkagulo sa South China Sea? Bex, it would be more expensive kasi magkakaroon ng hazard. So yung binabayaran nyo ngayong magkano? 60 pesos per kilo? Baka umabot yun ng 200 per kilo. Dahil nga delikado tumawid dyan sa South China Sea.
Because of the cost of transportation that would include
hindi lang because do you know that we import medicine? Most of the basic medicines in the Philippines. At saan pa rin dumadaan yan? Kaya pag nagkagulo dyan, kaya nga, you need to get angry, sleep it out, and then reflect on what's going on. Why are you angry? Why are you being fed by these images? Diba? Why? Bakit yan ang pinifeed sa'yo ng pinifeed? Bakit nung panahon ni Duterte na gumagawa sila ng paraan para maayos, ang ginawa ng mainstream media nun, walang ibang ginawa kundi bakbakin si Duterte. Diba? Kasi sabi nila, hindi kasi nagtagumpay ni Duterte. Paano magkatagumpay si Duterte? Everything that he did then was being undermined. Let's be honest about what happened during the Duterte administration. Tinigilan ba si Duterte ng mainstream media, both local and international? No. Di ba they were against what Duterte was doing? Now the West is pro yung ginagawa ni BBM. Pero, ano yung resulta? Gusto mo nang mamatay? Are we still in our right mind?
True. Yun nga, nakakaloka kasi yung effort to manufacture consent dito sa conflict na to, grabe yung massive campaign. Ano talaga yung kahit sang katumingin na direksyon, makikita mo na ini-insert talaga yung narrative na, oy, kawawa naman tayo, inaapi tayo. Panahon na para lumaban, ganyan. Panahon na para tatanggapin na lang ba natin to? Grabe, nakakagigil. Mga ganun parati yung mga ano. And there are also a lot of influencers who are not usually talking about the South China Sea conflict and are now talking about it and pinning the lapses kuno sa previous administration. So,
yes.
Grabe talaga yung
this is all about to make the Dutertes look bad. O, di ba, anong ginagawa nila? Ay, si Sarah hindi nagsasalita. Ay, gagagawa nila ang Duterte, kaya nagkaganon. Parang siya magiging kagawan. Ikaw yung nakaupo dyan, mag-e-escalate ng ganyan dahil sa'yo. Di ba, inaayos ng Duterte administration. May mga nanonood ba sa atin? Hindi ko kasi alam kung may mga nanonood sa atin.
Merong 463,000 na nanonood ngayon.
463,000 all across the board. Char. So, ganito lang yung mga kababayan. If you have a conflict, kung meron kang sigalot sa iyong pamilya or sa iyong kapitbahay or sa iyong jowa, paano mo aayusin yung sigalot? Magpapakamatay ka? Papatay ka? Ganun ba yun? Hindi ba? Na parang, it is the same. You know, it's the same dynamics. Na, kung hindi ganyan yung magiging approach mo sa iyong pang-araw-araw na buhay, bakit ka nagkaroon ng pagkakaiba dito? How did you jump from being a rational person when it comes to your personal relationship and a very irrational person when it comes to international politics?
Sabi ni Dale, sige, go ahead. Sorry.
Edi pakyatin mo, anong not true to its words? Ano ba yung hindi niya naging true to its words?
Ayan. Sabi niya, pero Ate Joey, China is not true to its words. Ganyan, ayan. So, ano ang tawag dito? Dale, would you like to go up?
Ayan. Oo, para pag-usapan natin yung
kumprontahin natin yung mga ganito. Kasi talaga ito yung mga lumalabas na question eh. Yeah, na parang, hindi, ang hirap kausap ng China. You know, even Anthony Taberna would say in his vlog na, ito kasing China mahirap kausap to. Hindi naman kasi to lalaking kausap. They really want to to portray that
to make people really get angry.
Ganon. Kasi syempre 'di ba ikaw magagalit kapag kayong kausap mo flaky. 'Di ba? So let us examine that proposition na hindi magandang kausap ang China. Ayan.
Yeah, saan nanggaling yung ano yung pinaghuhugutan? Kailangan tayo evidence to evidence. Ano yung saan nanggaling yung hindi? Oo, kasi may pinaghuhugutan ka, kaya mo sinabi yan. And then, kailangan tanungin, paano mo nalaman?
So, ayan. Dale, would you like to share? Ayan. So, hihimayin natin yan. Ano yung hugot noong hindi true to its words ang China? Ayan. Kasi ako gusto ko rin talagang maano yan eh. Kasi parang sa akin, sa totoo lang sabi ko nga, na-mention ka na to sa mga previous live at napag-usapan na rin namin to nila Sas noon. Ang problema kasi sa Pilipinas, actually, yung system natin is designed not to be true to its words. Tayo dito sa bansa natin. Bakit kanyo? Ano ang ebidensya ko dyan? Ano ang ebidensya ko dyan? Our foreign policy is designed by the chief executive, 'di ba? The president. And we change president every 6 years. So ibig sabihin, ang presidenteng ito ngayon, yung presidente natin ngayon ay hindi bound doon sa foreign policy na finorge ng previous president. Ibig sabihin, ang foreign policy natin ay maaaring magkaroon ng iba't ibang direksyon depende kung ano yung trip ng bagong presidente. So yung sistema natin actually designed not to be true to its words. As a nation Kasi nagbabago yung presidente pero yung bansa hindi. 'Di ba? Paano yun? Ayan. Sabi ni Dale, aakyat daw siya.
Sige, Dale,
hintayin na natin
Oo. Hintayin natin kasi kailangan may basihan yan. Ano yung basihan mo? Ano yung hugot mo? Kasi ako, alam ko yung mga background information nung mga nangyayari. So, hindi ko maintindihan ano yung not true to its words. True to its words in what sense?
Ayan. So kasi gusto ko talagang kunwari itong si Anthony Taberna, sinasabi niya sa mga vlog niya, in fact, when he was demanding explanation or statement from Inday Sara tungkol dito sa nangyayari sa South China Sea, ang sinasabi niya, dapat nang magsalita si Inday Sara at pumosisyon dito sa issue na ito. Sabi niya, kasi itong China na to, hindi sila true to their words eh. Ganun yung sinasabi rin ito ni Kato Nying eh. But, di ba, paki-elaborate nga.
Hindi, kailangan mo magbigay ng ebidensya. Ano yung not true to their word? Di ba? Na parang,
ano yung sinabi nila na hindi nila
kailangan mo, ito masabi ko Oo. Ano yung sinabi nila? Kailan sinabi? At saan ano yung source? Saan mo nakuha yung na true to its words? Hindi ba? Kasi have you noticed kung ano yung nangyayari ngayon na bakit si Duterte hindi niya sinasabi na China is not true to its words? So ngayon, sasabihin nyo, China is not true to its words. Bakit yung architect ng foreign policy noon, wala siya sinasabing ganon? Ba't ikaw may sinasabi kang ganon?
Ikaw ba ang kausap?
Bongbong Marcos, wala rin siya sinasabi. And Bongbong Marcos, wala rin siya sinasabi na China is not true to its words. Ang ginagawa ni Bongbong Marcos ngayon, inuulit lang yung sinasabi ng Amerika. Na China threat, freedom of navigation, at chuchu, ganyan. Hindi ba? Kailangan kasi is evidence for evidence. Ano yung not true to its words?
Correct. Ayan. So, yun. So, meron bang makakapag-shed ng light dyan? Meron bang makakapag-shed ng light dyan dun sa ano na yon, dun sa proposition na yon na mahirap naman kasing kausap ang China because they are
Joey, Joey, hanapin mo yung sinabi ni Bongbong Marcos nung senador pa siya na China wanted to talk to us and we shut it down. Parang ganyan. Nasa yan ang Senate eh. Pero i-google mo, Senate, Bongbong, China, nakipag-usap, parang ganyan.
Sige, ayan. Search natin. Senator Bongbong on China. Ano lang to eh, teka. Ayan, tulungan niyo ako mag-research. Baka pwede niyong malagay yung link. Marcos, ayan. Mga bagong video yung lumalabas. Teka, to. Senator.
Nahanap ko na.
Ayan, please. Sa ano, dito na lang. Sa private kinembot.
Hindi, dito sa ano, nasa Facebook mo. Nasa Facebook mo, girl.
Okay. Ayan. Okay. Ito, press release pala. Okay.
Anong date? Sabihin mo. I-flash mo nga, girl, para makita ng mga tao.
July 8, 2015. Ayan.
Ano mo siya. I-flash mo. Basahin mo. Palakihin mo, girl. Aliin.
So, ang sabi ni Tito Bongbong noong... Ayan. So, ang sabi ni Tito Bongbong noong July 8, 2015, the Philippine government's rejection of bilateral talks with China will force the superpower to take a more hardline position in the West Philippine Sea dispute. Bakit parang alam naman niya nun? This was the reaction of Senator Bongbong Marcos, Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. to the government's rejection of China's proposal for the two countries to hold bilateral talks to resolve the maritime row. China opened the door and we shut it. The Chinese said, let's talk, and we snubbed them. It is like the Philippine government itself is encouraging China to take and maintain an unbending stance on the issue, Marcos said. Ayun. So speaking of the kapihan sa Manila Bay, Marcos stressed that the Philippines is not going to lose anything by accepting the Chinese invitation to a dialogue on the West Philippine Sea dispute. So talk to them. We are not happy with what you are doing and we do not agree with what you are doing. But the next thing you say is, how do we fix this? Bakit may wisdom siya dati?
Sige nga. Anong ano ninyo? And Joey, pull up punta ka ng website ng PCA ng tapos hanapin mo yung South China Sea arbitration.
Okay.
And I think that was the jurisdiction and admissibility, yung decision on jurisdiction.
Okay, wait. Ayan, nandiyan na si Dale. Hello, Dale. Wait lang, Dale. Ayan. Ito yung jurisdiction. Ito. Ito. Itong pangalawa, no? October 29.
Yung jurisdiction,
And admissibility, okay. Ayan, okay. O, game.
Tapos i-control F mo, hanapin mo yung Erlinda Basilio.
Erlinda. Ito, Erlinda Basilio. Ayan.
Okay. So, ayan yung so i-highlight mo lang yung mga importante diyan. So, basahin mo lang yung mga importante.
Ayan. The minutes of those discussions record the Philippine Undersecretary of Foreign Affairs, Miss Erlinda Basilio, as follows. Teka, ano ba yung minutes niya dito? Bilateral consultation, January 14, 2012, to address a range of issues including the South China Sea. So parang meeting
so that's January 2012.
2012, okay. So ito raw yung minutes.
Ano ko kayo ha, yung January 2012 na yan, that was before the Scarborough standoff. I think that was in May. So tinan mo yung mga basta meron siyang mga sinabi, i-ski mo, tapos iyan yung mga importanteng sinabi. Banggitin lahat ng haba niya.
Oo. Ito, the Philippines has proposed to ASEAN the zone of peace, actionable framework to address the China 9-dash line. This is a dispute in the West Philippine Sea is a regional concern as well as a national concern, as well as national, because there are several members during the November 2011 ASEAN Foreign Ministers meeting, the Philippines, speaking through Secretary Albert Del Rosario, specifically called for a meeting of the claimant states, including China, to sit down together under the auspices of ASEAN to resolve the competing claims and to define the disputed areas from non-disputed areas. Okay? We continue to present this proposal and enlist the assistance of ASEAN colleagues in this undertaking and hope that China will sit down with us.
Okay, anong reply dyan ng China? Ayan.
Undersecretary Basilio's Chinese counterpart. Ayan. Okay. Well, on the current stage, if it is quite difficult to resolve this dispute through any legal procedure, therefore, we believe that the proposals that the Philippines made previously are not realistic or feasible, whether it is about to refer the matter to any international mechanism or to hold any multilateral negotiations among claimant states. Since the dispute is there already, if it cannot be resolved once it is referred to the international mechanisms, then it will only add to the mistrust between our two countries. China has been working all along to start the talks. Because it is our so ayaw ng China pala ng multilateral, no?
Hindi talaga.
Ayaw niya talaga ng multilateral. Because it is our long-standing position that the dispute in the South China Sea should be properly resolved among parties directly involved through peaceful negotiations. So therefore, I believe that the classification or identification of the disputed areas or non-disputed areas are not what the dispute is about or anything to be negotiated about. Okay? So ayaw nila nung approach nung Pilipinas na
Tapos, anong recommendation niya? Ayan, yung next paragraph. Yan yung recommendation.
What we need to do now is to start negotiations between our two countries in a bilateral way and take stock of the current dispute problem. We may discuss the establishment of China-Philippines maritime consultation mechanisms or resume the confidence-building mechanisms between our two countries. Recently, the Philippines side has noted the Chinese embassy in the Philippines that you would like to have informal consultation with China on the South China Sea. China appreciates this and hopes that consultation will be held in February this year At the working level, on that basis, we shall establish a regular consultation mechanism. It is a good start talking in any form.
Okay. Ayan yung reply ni Erlinda Basilio. I think mahaba yan eh. Pero basahin mo yung pinakadulo. Yan. Kung ano yung sinabi.
Meron pa ba? Okay. Ay, sorry. We are for multilateral approach as this, okay. So yun yung gusto ng Pilipinas, multilateral.
Oo. Basahin mo yung I think last sentence ata yun. Yan.
Ito,
yung
China replied. Ito ba?
Hindi, yung sinabi ni Erlinda Basilio nga, ano yung reply niya doon.
Okay.
Yung pinakadulo ng sinabi ni Erlinda.
In the months that followed, certain events occurred in the vicinity of Scarborough Shoal. Ito, nagkaroon na
Hindi yan, girl. Yan yung sinabi ni Basilio. Ayan, yung nasa taas lang.
Ito, calls on China. Ito, however,
hindi. Yung, di ba may reply dun si Basilio dun sa sinabi nung counterpart niya. Ayan, Ayan yung dulo nung sinabi niya. We are ba yan?
We are for ito. We are for a multilateral approach, and we are at this stage would like to embark on a multilateral approach to it because we want the other claimants who are also ASEAN members. And there is again your province, Taiwan. You see who also has a competing claim here. So they are central parties. That is why we want multilateral approach to it. So that when we sit down, whatever venue, if you want to meet with us and we meet with you, we can arrive at a solution that will make everybody happy and perhaps at some time.
Oo. Tapos parang may sinabi dyan na yung let's shelve, parang sige.
The Department of Foreign Affairs.
Parang let's shelve. Parang may ganyan eh.
For the two countries to bring matter before.
Ay, hindi, yun ata yung sa unang sinabi ni
sa first part.
Oo. Ayan ata yung first paragraph. Yan ata.
Ito. Your Excellency, we have listened very carefully during your views with reference to the West Philippine Sea.
I think yung pinakadulo niya. I think yan yung pinakadulo niya.
Ay, ito. Let's leave it at that. But as our foreign minister has always stressed, that we set that aside. We set the West Philippine issue aside. Ayan. Ito.
So ano yung so yun yung sinasabi ni Bongbong. Yan yung nire-refer niya yun na we shut it down.
Na we shut it down.
So, dito na tayo kay Dale. Dale.
Ayan.
Mag-explain ka sa barangay.
Ayan. Hi, Dale.
Mag-explain sa barangay. So,
hindi tayo dito sa yung sinabi mo na, hindi
hindi totoong China sa
trustworthy yung China.
Ate Joey, disclaimer lang ha. 10 minutes na lang kasi matatapos na yung break ko. I will just speak my mind, and then after that I will just listen to your response later after yun siguro sa live. Hopefully makabawi ako sunod. Ito lang simple lang naman yung pinaghuhugutan ko kung bakit nasabi ko na hindi true ang China to its words. By the way, audible naman ako na okay naman yung process ko.
Oo, pero lapit ka sa mic para mas klaro ka.
Okay. Thank you. Okay na? Okay, perfect. Alright, so now the reason why I think China is not true to its words. First of all, teka lang i-organize ko muna yung thought process. Okay. So I remember before na during panahon pa ni PRRD, yung alam naman natin yung mga mangingisda natin before, patuloy na.
Dale, hindi ka namin marinig na maayos kasi marina yung background mo.
Ay, oo. Sorry. Nasa na ba? Wait lang. Wala kasing noise cancellation yung ano ko. Sorry.
Oo.
Pasensya na. Wait lang.
Sige.
Okay na, hindi na maingay.
Sige, better.
Nasa ano kasi ako? Nasa hallway kasi ako. Lumabas ako ng pantry. Ayoko marinig. Anyway, so, I believe na ang China is not true to its words. Yung latest na claim nila na yung nagkaroon daw ng agreement ang Philippines between China and the Philippines na ibibigay, hindi natin parang isusuko natin sa kanila yung part na if I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, yung VP Sierra Madre. Tapos, there was an agreement daw na ang isang barko lang ang i-allow na pumunta sa VP Sierra Madre at hindi daw magdadala ng any construction materials related to it. So, ako naman, wala akong na natatandaan na nagkaroon ng agreement for that. Even in the past, president from Gloria up to PRRD, because I don't know kung ano yung pinag-usapan niya na PRRD that time kasi syempre sa
no, but there was.
Pero
Dale, there was.
Sige.
Meron talaga.
Meron talaga.
Meron.
Doon ako curious.
Wala sinabing isusuko. So ano yung
Kasi yun yung kineklaim ng China. Ngayon,
but there was nabalita pa yan before 1999. Ilang taon ka na ba, Dale?
I'm going to show you a proof, Dale, that there is an agreement.
1993 kasi ako pinanganak. So, yeah.
Okay. So, hindi ka pa aware na parang nangyayari ng hindi ka pa aware ng 1999. Meron yan before. Actually, ang sinabi ng Pilipinas noon, alam ko yan kasi yan ang naging topic ng debate namin noon. At doon ko nakilala ang jowa ko. Kaya hindi ko talaga makakalimutan ang issue na ito.
Nasingit pa ang jowa. Sige, I'm willing to listen.
Nangyari yan, yung BRP Sierra Madre, napunta yan dyan. And then, ang sabi it was reported na kaya yan nakalagay dyan, it's because na-stuck. And then, the Philippines said na we will tow it away. And then, yun ang nakalagay sa balita. It was even reported in Daily Tribune. We I think Ana Malindog posted it. And actually, I posted it. It was in 1999. No, na yun ang sinabi na it was yun yung hindi nga nila malaman kung ano sasabihin nila. Basta sinabi nila doon is na stuck yung BRP Sierra Madre doon. Why do you think the BRP Sierra Madre? Do you know that the BRP Sierra Madre is our only warship? And it was there. At sabi nila is na-stuck. Okay? It was na-stuck siya doon. And then, ang nun is ito-tow away. Ngayon, hindi siya tino-tow away. So, there was an agreement na, okay, dyan na lang, I think it was China that offered na sila na lang magto-tow away. Of course, hindi nagkasundo doon. So the middle ground is okay, let it just rust away. Kung ayaw
sa singit ako, ang tanda ko, reason, dahilan lang yung na-stuck. Pero talagang sinadya natin. Kasi nga, di ba, nasa disputed tayo. So, para maiano natin yung claim natin doon. Kunwari na-stuck.
Establish yung presence.
Yeah, pero you cannot, that was what your
speculation. Pero yan yung talagang mainay na noon.
Parang, di ba, nung panahon ni Era?
Pero para ano na natin yan, para ayan yung presence natin yan sa Ayungin kasi nga disputed.
Sa Ayungin Shoal. So na-stuck siya, and then yun yung usapan dyan. Kaya nga, ang nangyari niyan is, ang naging kasunduan is humanitarian.
Dyan na lang yan. Let it parang naturally mag-disintegrate na lang yan. In the meantime, dahil meron tayong mga sundalo doon, dahil military ship siya, meron tayong sundalo doon na you are allowed to provide provision doon sa mga sundalo. Pero walang construction materials.
Pero ang kasi niyan is, magulo na yung ating mga position. Before, we put it there because we said because it's part of Kalayaan Island Group. Okay? Now, wala na siya kasi nga, yung South China Sea arbitration, invalidate niya na yung unity ng Spratlys. Wala na siyang unity. So kahit yung Kalayaan Island Group ni Marcos, kung pagbabasihan natin dyan sa South China Sea arbitration, wala na yun. If it's, Diyos ko, hindi pa nga alam ng lawyer natin yung PD 1596 ni Marcos, no? Kaya ngayon, di ba, do you even hear them mention the Ayungin Shoal is amin to kasi part siya ng Kalayaan Island Group? Do you even hear? Ano yung pinapakita mo sa amin, Chum?
Well, actually, ang gusto kong ipakita, gusto kong mag-provide ng proof kay Dale that this agreement, yung gentleman's agreement na sinasabi mo, na yung sabi mo hindi totoo na merong agreement, ganyan-ganyan, yung mga ganun-ganun, na wala kang natatandaan na kahit anong agreement na in-enter, ganyan-ganyan. This is an article from 2013. So sino pang presidente niyan? 2013? Pinoy pa, 'di ba? Okay. At this point, napabalita na si China.
Is it gentleman or paper? Agreement in paper. Yun yung doon ako.
It is an agreement that both party respected.
It's verbal.
Hindi siya by paper or verbal lang. Okay. Got it.
Okay, ngayon,
ang
verbal agreement na yan, yung verbal agreement na yan, nire-respeto natin yan, even if it is verbal. Look at the date of this article, it is May 29, 2013, right?
Got it.
Okay. So ngayon, si China, niraise niya yung concern na, hoy, Philippines, ba't ka nagdadala ng construction material sa Ayungin Shoal? Okay? Anong sabi ni Gasmin? Sabi ni Gasmin, nag-meeting etong si Gasmin at saka yung counterpart ni Gasmin sa China. Ayan, Defense Secretary Voltaire Gasmin at saka si Chinese Ambassador to Manila Ma Keqing. Okay? Nag-meet sila sa isang event ng United Nations at ito yung napag-usapan nila. Ito ang sinabi ni Gasmin. Sabi ni Gasmin, they were concerned, China, with the Philippines coming up with additional structures in the Ayungin Shoal. And I told her that the ship that is moving towards Ayungin is only for provisions of food and water for soldiers who are there. Sabi ni Gasmin. Okay, now, punta tayo sa part na kung saan minention yung agreement. Sabi ni Gasmin, we will not violate the agreement not to construct new structures. So ngayon, alam mo na merong agreement. We told them that we're only bringing supplies for our troops there, like water, food. There will also be rotation of troops because we can't put our men there permanently or they'll go crazy. So now, as you know, this agreement is manifested in 2013. Okay? It does not prove kung 2013 nag-start yan. It could be earlier than 2013. But what I am telling you, Dale, is that an agreement is actually recognized during that time. Our Defense Secretary is recognizing it. 2013. Bago pa maging presidente si Duterte.
kaya nga bakit nila to biniblame kay Duterte, but because there was really an agreement.
Correct. There is an agreement. So please put it in your mind that there is an agreement, and it is not an agreement forged by Duterte.
So ayun yung na parang ang kasi is the media is not being honest. There is so much dishonesty going on. And kaya nga ang sabi ko is magalit ka, you're entitled to your emotions, but remember, emotions are not reasons. No? You have to step back, magnilay-nilay ka. Ano bang nangyayari dito? Bakit ba ganito nangyayari? Ay, pag sinabi mo, ay hindi sila true to their words. Kasi wala akong matandaan. Ito yung pagkakaintindi ko sinabi mo, Dela, kasi wala akong matandaan. So, meaning,
yeah, exactly.
Di ba, parang ako, nasabihin ko kay Joey, you're not true to your word na ako'y cosmological woman. Kasi wala akong matandaan na sinabi mo na cosmological woman. It might be na my memory might be failing me. One. Number two, it might be na I'm trying to deceive myself na or I'm just relying on my memory alone, di ba? Na ganun, pwede ko namang sanali, meron bang agreement, pero meron bang wala? It might be the case na and give yourself a time to doubt. No, give yourself a time to doubt kung ano yung nangyayari. And doubt is the beginning of wisdom. Kasi we are talking here about a president possibly ordering Filipinos to die. So, hindi ba dapat mag-isip ka lalo na sandali lang ha, may plano pa ako sa buhay. Di ba? Sandali lang, may plano pa ako sa buhay. Ini-etos ba ako nito? Bakit ba ako ginaganito? Di ba? Now, if you're really convinced na you don't need to examine your emotions, you don't need to understand what's going on, and you're really, really convinced na ganito talaga yung sitwasyon, then you're free to die. Hindi ba? Pero, bago ka tumalon sa bangin, alamin mo muna.
If you're being played or not, diba? Oo.
Ito lang ba ang way? Di ba ito lang ba yung way?
Pwede lang bumaba ako kasi na-overlunch na ako, honestly. Sorry guys. Pero I heard the words. Thank you. And then, na-overlunch ako. I have to go. But thank you for answering. Thank you for giving me your answers kanina.
Alam mo, Mitro, hindi ko
okay.
magets.
Thank you.
Ito rin yung hindi ko magets. Bakit galit na galit tayo? O bakit, ano ba itong tawag dito? Bakit ito yung main topic, parang ito yung main character sa nobela ngayon, itong West Philippine Sea, na parang something na, alam naman natin na yan, di ba? Or, mali ba na lang kung katulad ng ibang umaakit na bago lang nilang narinig yung issue nung time ni Duterte, pero nung time ni Pinoy, nung time pa even before Pinoy, hindi pa sila aware. Nakakagulat lang na bakit ito yung main character sa nobela. At bakit tayo pinapatalon? Ito lang ba yung sagot? Yung maging matapang tayo? Sa akin, di ba kayo nagtataka? Winater canon na, matapang tayo. Pupunta ulit tayo. Magpipiknik tayo. Magkasama tayo ng reporter. Iwa-water canon ulit. Next month, ganun na naman. Mas maraming mga kasama, joiners. Iwa-water canon na naman. Anong ba gusto nating ma-achieve? Ano ang end game?